All right, 2018 Wildcat XX. You can see I have the rear sway bar linkage removed. I was talking about it on the XX Facebook page. And if you take one hand and rocker the car while you hold on to that linkage, you can feel all kinds of clicking and movement in there that just shouldn't be. And this car has, I don't know, 2,800 miles, something like that on there. And I ride in the very rough northern Nevada desert. And if you take a look, if you look at the end of that sway bar with the threaded, whatever you want to call it, the well nut below on the swing arm, you can see they're not aligned right. So it means that that linkage arm is always kind of torqued. So I was complaining about it online, and a fellow by the name of Alan Thompson sent me a private message showing me something he came up with that's not only sturdier with a more customizable angle, but removes that noise from when you're riding, which is pretty darn annoying. Almost as annoying as the front sway bar noise before you do the fix. So what you want to do, and I'm going to prove this first, put this on, go for a couple of rides before I post this video. That's the part number from Summit Racing, but this is a super high quality tie rod end with a much tighter uni ball, if you want to call it that, compared to the OEM sloppy mess. So you want to get to it. These are $12.95 or $12.50, $12.99. You're going to get 4 of those. You're going to get a 3-inch hardened 10 millimeter 1.5 pitch bolt from Alan said he got his at Ace Hardware. I couldn't find one at Ace Hardware. They had threaded rod, but some kind of pop metal, so I had to go to Ahern, and this is a hardened 8.8, so that's plenty good. And what you're going to do is get one of these spacers. They have those in all the Ace Hardware and any other hardware section for 10 millimeter 1.5 pitch. And that one's already sunk in all the way. It's bottomed out. I'm going to cut this head off, sink it on this end, and cut this off to mimic the length close enough. It's not critical that's exact same length, because that sway bar has, it's always moving. But with a couple careful measurements, I should be able to get close enough and have a much sturdier linkage. Because there's nobody else offering it. There's one site out there that claims to have a heavy-duty linkage kit for $129, but when you give them a call, they say, oh, we haven't even developed that yet. And I go, well, how the hell did you come up with the price if you haven't developed it yet? And they basically hung up on me. Anyhow, I'll assemble this, do another quick video of what it looks like before I put it on, and then I got 3 long, very bumpy rides planned for this Memorial Day weekend, and I'll let you know how it works. All right, there we go. So you can see the 2 lines, which I set before I took it off. And notice the offset on the end. Pretty dramatic. And I just cut that column, and I got 2 washers in there. You could just buy 2 nuts, I suppose. It seems to be the right size, but I didn't want to go back to the hardware store and get those 10 millimeters, and I happen to have all this. But I think there's the source of your clunking, in that obviously the OEM is straight as can be. So let's go womping and find out.